This motel is sus AF, to be honest. I know I haven't really posted in a while, but it's kind of for a good reason, I guess. Well, YouTube is not on my priority list, really. It's just something I do for fun, for myself. And I don't really have any ambition out of that, other than documenting the journey, like what we're currently doing here. And secondly is because what we're currently doing is a lot of work. We're doing a big lunch party with a press conference and all that jazz, because there hasn't been a lot of studio like ours. I think we're the only one in Sherbrooke, that's for sure. You know, what we're building is quite unique here, and talking while biking takes a lot of breath. I decided to dedicate myself to that, like for the past 2 weeks. That, and I'm also working on a couple of projects. I took the time I would usually put on YouTube, and I worked on those because there's some story that I want to tell. We kind of didn't know about that. I hope they're not gonna keep doing that until Friday, because Friday we're having this big party, and we invited like hundreds of people. There's going to be a press conference in the morning and then a party at night. Anyway, let's hope for things to let's hope things are going to be okay. But anyway, people can park everywhere. Not like we're in Montreal. People park. There's like a lot of street parking, and you just walk 5 minutes here, and that's it. It's going to be easy. It's going to be beautiful. Life is going to be amazing. So here I am with another episode. Today I want to speed run as far as I can, because it's a lot of work that won't be fun to show on TV or on your phone or computer. I don't know what you're watching this on, but so as seen here, we were planning a shoot that would happen really soon. Johan was talking on the phone while I was typing stuff for that shoot, and it's like a quantum dance music video kind of stuff. And later that day, we were joined by Laurent to go sign some paper with our content. And then a couple days later, we packed our stuff, drove to Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean to go at a festival where a bunch of people from the industry go and watch short films. It was really cool. The Sherby gang was all there to rep hard, and we saw a ton of film and assisted to a bunch of conference. It was a lot of fun. We got to hang with our friends outside of work setting, more in an artsy setting. But then reality called us back to Sherbrooke. We had to shoot the shoot that we planned not too long ago. So it's 6 a.m. and Johan and I are going on a shoot alone. This shoot was for a University of Sherbrooke quantum research lab thing. They made a song, and we did kind of a music video around that song, and it's like they had a dance and people were dancing some quantum stuff. We had a lot of fun with the UDS, University of Sherbrooke, with the Sherbrooke University team. When we shoot together, Johan and I, without a whole team, I personally usually take the role of DP/gaff, and he takes the role of director. And that way we're more focused on what we're doing instead of just running around. And one fun stuff is that we got the chance to go in the IBM quantum computer. I say in, but it's just like a box around the computer, but it's like there's a lot of stuff. So technically we were in the computer, but not inside the... Anyway, that was cool, because who can say they went inside of IBM's computer in a conversation? I can. Most people can't. And then a couple days later, we went with Laurent again on a shoot that Johan had before we started Oniric. This is a classic. We fill Johan's van to the brim case because that's what we do all the time when we go on a shoot. Another day, another footage I might never use. Almost feels like I'm doing all that filming for nothing, eh? My business partners and I are going to see the accountant because we started the business. We have all the legal paperwork for the rental company. And then after that, I have to come back home, go fetch a cake. My business partner from the video production company and I decided to do outreach with a cake. We made a cake with their logo and their color, and we're just gonna knock at their door and be like, I don't want to go into too much details, but we're very unlikely to work with them anymore. So now that the meeting with the accountant is done, which was very awesome, it's always nice to have somebody to tell you that you're not fucking up your numbers too much. I'm gonna go grab a cake. Hello. Okay, here it is. Here it is. And that thing. I can't open it right now because it's gonna be unsealed, and I want it to be sealed, and I want them to, see it fresh and new. Now I'm gonna drive very slowly, go grab a card because I'm an idiot and I didn't buy the card just yet. Donc c'est ça, puis t'es comme, ah ouais, c'est ça, être en cinéma. C'est ça, être réalisateur, c'est ça, c'est ça. And after all that chialage, we headed to festival opening ceremony, which I didn't film again because, I don't know, I forgot. And then afterwards, we went and delivered the cake. And it's when I did these videos that I understand why I was so tired. It was winter time and I was always working like crazy, always on a phone call, always doing something. It was intense. And it still is. So let's keep going. So a couple days after delivering the cake, we had an intro meeting with another agency, with which we kept in touch, but still haven't worked with to this day. It goes to show that these things take time and you can't really expect to land assignment right like that. So if you start a bigger business, you're gonna have to send a lot of email, call a lot of people, do a lot of intro meeting, go to a lot of event, and then people are gonna hire you. Most likely not gonna hire you first time you call them. And then we did some drawing for a storyboard for a project we were working on. A project that we would start filming really soon. And then as Johan edited Animatic, I think it's called, I started working on the planning side of the project. And after this session of hard work, we went on my place because we received some business card. And we see the first draft of our business card just in time to go at a project presentation of, yet again, a project that Johan landed before we started on Eric. This was one of the first time where Johan talked about Oniric publicly. We had the name chosen, we had our business card, and the branding was like starting to take shape. So he talked about the next few steps, like the few steps of what he's doing, because he's been doing that with me as a tech while we were working on Oniric. So that was the first time he talked about it. It was fun. And we're on to another day. where the three of us got together to work on Du Levant. We tagged all of our gear for when it's out, because on set people have a bunch of gear and we want our gear to be recognizable. When things like that happen, we just take the time to keep in touch with one another to see how our things are going and to share ideas about things we're working on. And honestly, it's been a lot of that for the week after that. It's a lot of meetings, a lot of us talking, a lot of calling people, a lot of sending email, a lot of planning, and all that jazz that you need to do when you have a creative business or when you have a business in general. It's a lot of work. But then, fun stuff, Yvan got a great lead on a studio. So we decided to go with him, and we started dreaming the place where are we gonna have enough place for Du Levant? Can we put Du Levant and Oniric in the same room? How can we manage that space for us? That was the first few moments in that space. It's very nostalgic. It's already nostalgic, even if it's only been like 2 or 3 months. It's crazy how life goes fast. And this is when I started obsessing over cycling again, because I used to be a big cycling fan. I used to cycle all the time in Montreal, and I lost that love when I moved out of Montreal, and it kind of never came back until this summer, when I bought this shitty old bike. And anyway, you're probably gonna see what's happening next. And then I dropped my bicycle at home and jumped into my car and went to Quaticook to help Johan work on short film with kids. It was in collaboration with the Bibliothèque de Quaticook. And again, that night I worked on a project that we landed together. It was like the 3rd or 4th project that we started working on together as Oniric. Tiffany here is just working on ironing and testing her new Cricut, and to see if things were going well. And honestly, the whole thing went really well. And that was on a Friday. And the day after, we went for a bike ride together. We tried to do that at least once a week, and we just enjoyed the beautiful, beautiful clouds and just the beautiful bike lanes of Sherbrooke. Sherbrooke is amazing for biking. And of course, we had to stop at Ciboire at the end just to have a little beer and a fry, because after you work out, we love eating. And then a couple days later, we shot the project for which Stephanie did the pocket, and we worked with Max Macado, an amazing DP.
Ouais, c'était beau ça. Même chose avec les dents. Beau ça, bravo.
So I hope you enjoy that speed run of this content. This week there is a lot happening. We're working hard to make the studio ready for the big launch, which is in a couple days, and the space is getting there. It's getting there. This is Lucifilm. This is Yvan's business. Look at his logo. It's so cute. It's so adorable. So that's it. Have a nice day. I hope you enjoyed what you saw here. And, well, subscribe, like, share it with your pet turtle. Do the things you do on YouTube, and make me famous, because I want to be rich. Ciao.